Hey guys, Rob here from D&D Toy Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Select PS4 Spider-Man. So let's jump right into it with
Accessories!
So for accessories, we get a big web blast effect that has some clips, so you can clip it over some other figures, makes it look like Spidey's webbed them up against a wall sort of thing. We get a little spider bot that's made out of pretty decent plastic, though the legs are a little bit bendy. It's got some decent paintwork on it, especially for the eyes. They're pretty clean with the silver outline. We get a teeny tiny little cell phone. It's got some pretty neat little details painted onto it. And we get a bunch of extra hands. So this being Spidey, we get some thwip hands with mostly clean paintwork on it, though the white is a little splotchy. We can get it to focus. A little splotchy and some spots missing here and there, but overall not too bad. Also, this one's got a pretty big splotch line there. We get some wall crawling hands. Again, paint pretty good for the most part, with a few mistakes here and there. We get some gripping hands. If we can get it to focus. And those can be used to hold Spidey's cell phone. Or if you have some web lines, you could thread them through the hand, I suppose. And then he comes with fists as well. And to swap the hands, it's quite easy. You just pop them out, pop the new one in. Very easy to get them in and out, and they stay in very securely. So with that, let's move on to
Articulation!
So with this being a Marvel Select figure, the articulation is not quite as good as some, say, a Marvel Legends or a Mafex. But for a Marvel Select, it's really well articulated. So for the head, we get a ball joint that doesn't really get any up or down movement, but you get good side to side and a little bit of waggle. There's no butterfly joint, but the shoulders come out about that far and rotate all the way around. We get a bicep swivel. We get a double jointed elbow, and the wrists all have a swivel built into them. So here we can see they swivel up and down, though you will, like you just saw, if you put too much pressure on it, you'll just pop it right out of the wrist joint. We get a diaphragm cut that lets us twist and get a little bit of forward, a little bit of back, not too much, and then another cut at the waist that lets us swivel and get just a little bit forward, a little bit back. For hips, we can go all the way out to the side pretty far. We can kick forward pretty far and back just a tiny bit. Well, practically nothing at all. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and hinge and rotation at the ankle. So, not the most articulated Spider-Man, but for a Marvel Select, not bad. Now also, this being a Marvel Select, he's a little on the big side. So here he is next to the Mafex Into the Spider-Verse Peter B. Parker. So you can see he just towers above him. And then here he is next to a Mezco Batman. And again, taller than Batman. So he doesn't really scale well to most 6-inch figures because, again, being a Marvel Select, they're a larger scale. And you can see there's a little bit of, if we can bring it into focus. Focus. You can see there's a little bit of paint splotches here and there. The web work, for the most part, is really clean and well done. The spider on the chest, really nice. The white on the arms, on the feet. We get peg holes on the feet as well. For the most part, paintwork is really good, but there are a few errors here and there. So, of the available PS4 Spider-Man figures, the SH Figuarts, the Marvel Legends, and the Marvel Select, this one definitely looks the best, but does not move the best of them. So I guess you gotta decide, do you prefer the aesthetic of the figure or the articulation of the figure? And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.